everyone, my name is Riley Atwani, and today I'm going to be talking about parenting styles. During this video, I'm going to be talking about the 4 different kinds of parenting styles: authoritarian, permissive, authoritative, and neglecting or uninvolved. When referring to these parenting styles, I'm going to be talking about 2 domains in parenting. The first is responsiveness, and this refers to a parent's affection and nurturing, their awareness of emotional and physical needs of their child, as well as just an overall involvement of the child in the child's life. And the second domain is demanding. This includes parents that are controlling, telling their children what to do rather than asking, as well as micromanaging their children. The first parenting style we're going to look at is authoritarian. This is high in demands and low in responsiveness. Some characteristics of authoritarian parents include, of course, demanding. These parents tell their children what to do rather than ask them, and they also don't give any reasoning on why they are telling them to do it. It's just more of a because I said so. These kinds of parents come off as cold or aloof and even harsh. This is usually due because they value discipline over fun, and they rather punish than use positive reinforcement. They also make choices for their children rather than giving their children options. Now I want to show you an example of an authoritarian parent style from the movie Brave.
I'm the princess. I'm the example. I've got duties, responsibilities, expectations. My whole life is planned out, preparing for the day I become, my mother. She's in charge of every single day of my life. Aye, Robin, jolly Robin, and thou shalt know of my
project.
And thou shalt know of mine.
Enunciate, you must be understood from anywhere in the room, or it's all for naught.
This is all for naught.
I heard that. From the top, a princess must be knowledgeable about her kingdom. She doesn't doodle. That's a C, dear. A princess does not be chortle. Doesn't stuff her gob. Rises early. Is compassionate. Patient. Cautious. Clean. And above all, a princess strives for, perfection. But everyone's...
All right, as we can see, that was a perfect example of an authoritarian parent. Her mom was very demanding on things that she wanted her to do, even though you could tell the daughter really was not interested in any of those activities. The mom didn't really care. It was more of a, you're doing it because I said so. So let's talk about the effects that authoritarian parents have on their children. The first is the children can become rebellious because they start to get tired of all these demands and being controlled, so they lash out. The second is they tend to have lower self-esteem. This is due to not really being able to explore their identity because they're being told what to do all the time. And the third is they struggle with self-control. This also has to do with decisions being made for them and them not really learning how to make decisions and really mistakes on their own. The second type of parenting style we're going to talk about is permissive. This is low on demands and high on responsiveness. Some characteristics of permissive parents include lenient or little structure. They rarely punish their children. They value freedom over responsibilities of their children. They believe that children should be children. They ask for their children's opinion. And they're more worried about being a friend rather than being a parent figure. And now here's an example of a permissive parenting style from the movie Mean Girls.
Hey, Kylie.
Hey,
Hey, how are my best girlfriends?
hey, Mrs. George. This is Katie.
Hello, sweetheart. Hi, welcome to our home. Just want you to know, if you need anything, don't be shy, okay? There are no rules in this house. I'm not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom. Right, Regina?
Please stop talking.
Okay. I'm gonna make you girls a hump day treat.
All right, so here's a pretty funny example of permissive parenting styles. As you could see from the video, she's more concerned about being friends with her daughter and with her daughter's friends than being a parent figure. She even said herself that there's no rules in this house and that she considers herself, quote unquote, a cool mom. So now the effects that permissive parenting style have on their children is they tend to have low achievement in many areas, and this is due to not being pushed hard enough to achieve. Second, they tend to make poor decisions because there really is no guidance or structure in the household. They show more aggression, and they have little emotional understanding. The next parenting style we're going to talk about is authoritative. This is high on demands and high on responsiveness. Some characteristics of authoritative parenting styles are they value their children's independence. They encourage their children's opinions and often ask for them. They give fair and consistent punishing with a reason, so they tell their children why they're being punished or why they want them to do something. And also, they're flexible. They take into account the child's feelings, behavior, and the situation before just punishing the child. Now, here's an example of an authoritative parenting style from the movie The Lion King.
The sun will set on my time here, and will rise with you as the new king.
and this'll all be mine?
Everything.
Everything the light touches. What about that shadowy place?
That's beyond our borders. You must never go there, Simba.
But I thought a king can do whatever he wants.
Oh, there's more to being king than getting your way all the time.
There's more?
Simba, I'm very disappointed in you.
I know.
You could have been killed. You deliberately disobeyed me. And what's worse, you put Nala in danger.
I was just trying to be brave like you.
I'm only brave when I have to be. Simba, being brave doesn't mean you go looking for trouble.
But you're not scared of anything.
I was today.
You were?
Yes. I thought I might lose you.
Oh. I guess even kings get scared, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for this example of authoritative parenting style, you could see Mufasa was really disappointed with Simba for disobeying him. But instead of just punishing him, he explained to him why he was upset. And something I want to point out also is he showed vulnerability and emotion towards Simba and showing him that it's okay to have emotions. So now let's talk about the effects that authoritative parents have on their children. The first is the children tend to be more confident. They have better emotional regulation because they are taught about their emotions and taught that it's okay to feel their emotions, as well as they develop social skills easier. The last parenting style I'm going to talk about is neglecting or uninvolved parenting. This is low on demands and also low on responsiveness. Some characteristics of neglecting parenting is little affection, love, or support to the child. They have few demands or rules in their house. They're emotionally distant from their child. There's little to no supervision over their children. And they have little interest in their child's life. Here's an example of neglecting parenting style from the movie Despicable Me.
Mom, someday I'm going to go to the moon.
Oh, I'm afraid you're too late, son. NASA isn't sending the monkeys anymore.
Look, Mom, I drew a picture of me landing on the moon. Look, Mom, I made a prototype of the rocket out of macaroni. Look, Mom, I made a real rocket based on the macaroni prototype.
All right, so for this example, you could see that his mom was really not interested in anything he was doing, and he was just obviously trying to get validation from her, but she had no interest at all. So now the effects that a neglecting parenting style has on their children is the children tend to be more anxious due to the lack of support from the parent figure. They also become more dependent on others because they are looking for that validation that they're not getting from their parents. And lastly, they get into more trouble in their adolescence due to the lack of discipline and structure in the household. All right, so now let's take a look at a summary of what we've learned. I found this really nice chart that I think is really helpful on remembering what each parenting style means with a nice little quote. So first, authoritative is a more active parent, and the quote is, "Let's talk about it." Authoritarian parent is more of a parent that sets the rules themselves and doesn't explain why. It's a "because I said so" type. Permissive is a more laid back, lenient style, more of a "you're in charge." And uninvolved is kind of a doesn't care, no interest, and you're on your own style. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you guys have a better understanding on the different parenting styles now. Thank you.